how much backhaul do you really think we need in a Wi-Fi hotspot, if you will, in a next generation network?
In the more advanced Wi-Fi applications today, the access point actually can generate close to 100 megabits full duplex. And when you start to think about these maybe in a mesh or some kind of a topology that requires daisy chaining, suddenly you actually realize that you need a few hundred megabits and maybe close to a gigabit over time. So what we're looking at is using the very high frequencies, 50 to 100 gigahertz, to actually enable gigabit connectivity for backhaul either of outdoor Wi-Fi access points or whether it's small cells, assuming that it's not a single cell, but you're actually carrying the traffic of a few.
Now, I think, Ronny, I think you guys do mesh, you do your own backhaul, I believe. Do you have a counterpoint to that comment?
No, actually, I would just agree. When it comes to existing backhaul, I mean, it's very much limited, and where you can get more backhaul, great. If you have scenarios where you need to do point-to-point or multi-point, you'll do it. You really don't want to do point-to-multi-point if you don't have to, but in some scenarios, in some cases, you have to. It's just it's only a viable solution. So that's where flexibility comes in. You're never going to have one common set of backhaul going into either a hotspot or a metropolitan area. You're going to have to just be flexible.
And Osmo, any different views, or is it kind of all in agreement?
Yeah, agreement. I guess I'm looking the world kind of broader way, in a sense that you have to look the whole chain, starting from the devices. What can you do with the devices to make them perform better? The air interface, and then the different cell sites where Wi-Fi is obviously an important part of that one, and then backhaul. I think that backhaul, in many cases today, even for the major carriers today, not just from the Wi-Fi sites, but even for the macro sites, is a big issue.
Well, again, if the physical challenges of especially a large-scale antenna deployment or AP deployment, I mean, they're great. They really are. I mean, my background actually is more the distributed antenna systems, and the hardest part of our job always is in a BDA environment, the exterior donor antenna. So, this is a challenge that I don't have a good answer for, quite frankly.
Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, you need to have just an option and a portfolio of mounting solutions. Civil engineering and civils, just to get approval, is always going to be an issue. But the crux of your question is there an opportunity for someone to just do a land grab, put in place a bunch of Wi-Fi access points, or even multi-operator, multi-mode small cells in an outdoor environment, just like you do with DAS indoors today, and then start reselling that capacity and access to an operator, or even to a cable MSO and so forth? The answer is yes. And that's possible today because we have, just in our case, we have virtual AP capabilities. We can deploy one network, and it's already currently deployed on the Eastern Seaboard, where one network of small cells, Wi-Fi access points, are tunneling back into 3 different cores and is being shared access, but it looks like it's one experience for one operator and one experience for another operator. So that's possible today, and I do see that as a great opportunity.
Is it happening anywhere else in the world where there's basically somebody going out? So I think in that case, those guys partnered together to build the network versus a third party, if you will. Am I correct? Is that?
Yes, but we are knee-deep right now in RFPs from licensed operators, cable companies, and just people you wouldn't even expect coming to us going, we would like to build a large-scale network.